point in terms of what are the needs of waste picker organization. So if you look at majority of waste pickers when they started working, it's still largely focused on recyclable and reusable material. But there is a growing need which waste pickers across the world understand that we need to have some other opportunities, alternative livelihoods, and they also look at waste management as a place because of the expertise, because of the expertise of centuries of work in waste management, that they think that organic waste management is a natural direction to take to get better livelihoods. Now, what are the needs? So a lot of waste picker organizations that I know about, especially from India, from Latin America, and from Philippines, who are working on organic waste management. And they have very, very specific needs and challenges that need to be rectified so that we can have better systems. And what are those needs? Let me highlight. One of the things that we definitely need in place is the stability of waste collection contracts. That if you bring in waste collection contracts over a period of time, say for 5 years or 10 years, that's when organic waste management works better. The second thing which we need to do is that organic waste management will not work better until and unless you have some municipal norms in place for separation or segregation at source, so that the households segregate the organic waste, recyclable materials, and then domestic hazardous waste in 2-3 categories, so that waste pickers can collect separated waste. Otherwise, it's undignified to put our hands into the waste to separate organic and the plastic, and it's not justified for us to do it. And so it's a moral question to us that the society needs to do segregation of waste at home. And the other thing is it reduces the contamination of waste. Otherwise, what will happen if you don't separate? You will have microplastics, you will have some of the metal content if it's mixed up with the organic waste. So we need to have stronger laws at municipal levels which are forcing households, and the households which are not segregating, penalizing them for not segregating. So we have to ensure that the segregation of waste happens. The other thing which we need is the investments in the sector in organic waste. Right now, what we see is that we have a huge subsidy across Global South to petrochemical industry to make fertilizers. But such a provision does not exist, say, for composting and manure facilities. So what we need is a complete rethinking, 180-degree shift in how we think about agriculture itself and where this organic waste compost can go and feed the systems. I believe Sri Lanka has already started thinking about it in that direction. And then you have, then what we need is some level of service fees. So organic waste generally is looked at, oh, you should generate revenue out of just selling compost. It doesn't work. The way economies are, it will not work until and unless we get a service fees of organic waste management from the municipalities, and at the same time have some restructuring of the fertilizer market to get manure and organic compost popular, so that we can have better pricing, some level of pricing, and connections with the cooperatives of farmers, small producers who can buy these materials, and public contracts from the municipalities. Everywhere in the world, municipalities manage huge gardens and parks. These are the places where we can use the compost produced by waste picker organizations, and of course skill building and training in how to do composting and how to test out the composting quality. I can give you an example from the place where I come from in India. In Shillong, which is a city, beautiful city in northeast of India, the municipality worked with waste pickers, a self-help group of waste pickers, and it set up a permanent contract where governor's house buys compost from the waste pickers cooperative. That stabilized the contract, that ensured that there is regular income, and municipality pays some amount to the waste pickers for organic waste management. So we have systems and models in place, and we need to scale them up with these by satisfying these needs in place. Thank you.